Hello, YouTube. Welcome in, and check it out. We're doing a thing. We're hanging out with I Did a Thing today, and we're going to be checking out the world's largest Beyblade. So in the other day when we were watching the Michael Reeves video, I had the unfortunate situation of remembering, oh right, this guy's a person. And now I'm going to be tortured with some of his exploits. I Did a Thing makes Michael Reeves's creations look sane. Let's be perfectly honest, okay? And this is a perfect example. He made the world's largest Beyblade. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's just get into it. And let's enjoy this. I don't think I've actually seen this one. I've heard of it. I've seen clips about it, but I don't think I've actually watched the whole video. So, and there's also 3 of them, so I'm not sure, like, if this is the first one in the saga or not, so let me know if I messed up.
Today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. More on that later.
Yeah. Ah. You don't chase the blade. Let the blade roll away and then pick it up once it's fallen over. Don't chase it, because if you trip and fall, you'll fall on it and then you look like a horror victim. Or this shit happens. Okay. That works. Ah. There you go. What are you doing?
How you going? Now
That voice though, oh my god.
I have never been this excited to make a video before, so let's just roll straight into the build.
Fuck them shoes. How am I going to be very, very terrified in this entire thing? So, a little bit of background lore for Freeform here. I used to work at a wood mill, and one of the places where I worked, the positions I worked in, was with these things. I know how dangerous they are. I know how heavy they are. I also know how expensive they can be, and I also know how, just straight up dangerous they are. Okay. So I'm going to be cringing the entire time, I think. Oh no.
Now, if you don't know what a Beyblade is, they are these little crappy plastic spinning discs, which, just like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, created a horrible TV show with the sole purpose of tricking children into buying expensive rubbish.
And it worked. Quite a bit.
And it worked. I loved it. Way more than Pokemon and the other games. Mainly because playing with Beyblades involved real, physical, armed combat with the other kids at school.
I remember having like a 4-pound Beyblade, like one of those really big Beyblades that were like bigger than my little kid hands at the time. and kids were stupid. We would be like, let it rip, and then we would shoot them at each other. We would legitimately shoot the little bastards at each other, and one of my friends actually were like, shoot that one at me. I'm like, are you sure? This thing's pretty big. He's like, do it. It drew blood. It drew blood. Okay, it's a big thing. It didn't hurt him or anything like that. It was like a little scrape, maybe at best, but like still.
Kind of like American schools today.
If there's a shooter at the door.
And I have such fond memories from recess time of all the kids gathering around the Beyblade arena and excitingly making bets with their lunch money, just like a Cambodian cockfight.
Just less blood and violence and terribleness.
Beyblades. All right, there you go.
And most kids were lucky enough to have parents that bought them Beyblades. But I didn't, so I just stole them.
That's adorable. Here, take the money. Puts the Beyblade on top of the money. No, take the money. Puts the other Beyblade on top of the money. I just want to play with Beyblade.
The kids. And this worked for quite a while until everyone realized I somehow had all the Beyblades in the school. But now I have the opportunity to make my own. And at the moment, it doesn't spin too well. But I'm hoping I can fix that by slapping on a similar top and bottom to this Beyblade, and then it'll spin real good.
Whee!
Now, I'm not going to randomly start adding things on and just spinning this big boy up at a high speed, as I really don't want to make the same mistake that scientists like Stephen Hawking's made and lose the use of my legs in a horrific Beyblade accident. So I'm going to make some smaller prototypes.
Please don't do that. Ah.
with this saw blade and my 3D printer. So I decided
Okay.
to actually do some research, and I found out that there is a very wholesome niche community of men that enjoy nothing more in the world than relaxing and spinning tops. And after sifting
Oh yeah, no, tops are such a niche but like large community of people. I mean, it's one of the earliest toys, right? Just spinning tops. That and like a hoop with a stick.
through hundreds of photos of them at the beach with their designer full metal spinning tops, I came across their 11 spinning top commandments. And I'll give you a summary.
Like I say, there is no science in this, just trial and error. The principles are in no order either. Are in no particular order either, and they are applicable mostly to finger spun tops. 1. If you want tops to spin fast, then keep the main weight close to the shaft. 2. If you want the top to spin for a longer time, then keep the most of the weight on the perimeter of the whirl. 3. The heavier the top, the longer it will spin. Oh, interesting. 4. The greater diameter of the whirl, the longer the spin. The longer the top will spin. 5. The greater the diameter, then the more stable the top will be. 6. The more weight on the parameter, the more difficult it will be to be finger spun. Okay. 7. The more weight you have on the perimeter, the more thought you have to put into the design of the finger spin shaft. I.e., the more weight, the larger the diameter of the finger spin area of the shaft, and also the great need for grip being built into the design, i.e., curling. Of course, you can make it a palm spin shaft if you like. 8. The position of the whirl on the shaft has an effect on the stability and the process of the spin. The lower the whirl, the more stable. Higher than 1/3 of the shaft length begins to make the top more difficult to spin. Though palm spin, faster spinning, tops will work okay at above this height. Sure, it will spin okay, but better if the proportional position is lower than 1/3. Whirl and weight principles can be stated more scientifically by talking about the center of gravity instead of where the main weight is positioned. Design your top shape for streamline effect. Air friction does have an effect, though only really noticeably on very whiskery tops. And finally, reduce friction on the contact point also. A sharp but not penetratingly sharp point will be better than a blunt point. Metal is better than most wood as a spinning point. Glass is a great surface to spin them on. I use a concave shaving mirror, the sort that makes your face look bigger. It has a nice retaining rim to it. Ah, interesting.
As they mainly just babble on about not sleeping with a fellow topper's wife and the importance of never ever reading the script from another spinning top club, but there was some useful information. Mostly that I need to keep the weight even and down low, and they kept referencing heavy hauls, and I thought they were talking about each other's wives again, but a haul
God damn it.
is actually the spinning blade, and the heavier and wider it is means the spinning top will spin more stably and for longer.
Of course. Hook for top roll spinning, whirl, notch, and shaft.
So this is what I came up with. And after giving it a spin, I realized that I had completely ignored the first commandment and had too much weight on top of the haul. And I'm going straight to hell. So I came up with this much smaller design, and it spins really well. And I got pretty impatient and just decided I was going to shove a bearing in it and then spin it up with a drill to see what it would do to a carrot.
The fact he's doing this without shoes. I know that's his whole thing, is that he doesn't wear shoes and all that in his videos. He's in like a shop and he's like, haha, don't worry about me. I don't have shoes on or anything like that. Motherfucker, that thing's going to go right through those toesies. you're not going to have your Instagram pics for your feed anymore. Okay, let me just put it that way. Okay, that thing is going to eat your toes alive.
Now I just need to do the same thing and upscale it with the really big blade, and then also find somewhere to buy giant carrots. So this is my plan for the big.
Attached to walls, so not in path of blade. Rod holding Beyblade in place. Lawnmower. Saw blade. Rubber wheel attached to motor shaft. Slope track to direct blade away from wall.
Boy, I've got my giant Beyblade in the middle on a ramp, and it's locked in place with a metal rod. Then I get a lawnmower on top and attach a wheel to the shaft, which will make contact with the top of the Beyblade, spinning it really fast. Then I just pull away the holding rod, and hopefully it will just travel down the tracks, spinning into a house filled with things that it will destroy. Right, now I just need to decide what I'm making the body of the Beyblade out of. And at first I felt like a genius, as I thought I could just make it out of this old wooden post, and also turn my drill press into a lathe using a couple of bolts, and then then turn the wood down to size. But that didn't really work.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Please no! What do you mean?
So I decided to try it again.
Stop! God damn it, stop!
Ow, again! And got a
You think?
nice punch in the stomach and
Good.
bent my crappy rig, which is probably a sign I should stop and do it the proper way. So I got in touch with a friend who...
Oh my god, which is probably the sign that I should stop. Yes! Obviously, I'm glad it was just a punch to the gut. God damn it. Jesus. Don't do that shit, guys. A lathe is horizontal for a reason. And it's purpose-built for the job. The drill press is not purpose-built for that job.
actually knows what they're doing and has a really big lathe. And my mate Jilly. Jilly comes from a family of lathes. His father was a lathe, his father's father was a lathe, and his great-grandpapa was the largest cast iron lathe in Australia.
Damn.
So I just bought 20 kilos of heavy metal, which hopefully would not fly off and hit me in the chest.
You're doing great, bud.
And as soon as we slapped the round bar into the lathe, it became very clear that it actually wasn't round. The metal workers had gypped me. It was super wobbly, and this
Fuckers.
definitely needs to come out if I want my blade to spin well. And we did this in a process known as facing. Similar to facing in Hollywood, where a blade is scraped along the surface to remove any irregularities and insecurities. Then, once we finished that, we bore a hole to place the bearing in. And neither of us know how this is done, but we've heard the name press fit bearings before. So we used a press to fit the bearings. And the
Sounds about right to me. I don't know anything about that. That sounds about right to me.
hole was probably a bit too tight, as we could only get the bearing in half the way, but it should still work. And after we finished putting it in, I realized I hadn't actually been doing anything. So while he was facing up the other pieces, I'm going to use a tool I've always wanted to use. The mill. It looks like a drill press, but cuts in multiple directions, cutting anything you want. Moving through steel like butter, and through butter like water, and through water like it's not even there.
Fair enough, then.
And I always thought using one of these was going to be infinitely fun. But the novelty wore off pretty quick, and I was just frustratingly turning and playing with my knob for several hours. So
Good. Good. A dangerous machine should be boring to use, let's be perfectly honest. Because if it was fun to use, then we would get a bunch of ADHD dumbasses like me and you playing with them for hours on end and then hurting themselves. Look, we're the human race. We've gotten rid of natural selection, okay? Don't give us a reason to bring it back.
pretty normal day. And after I had finished cutting the contact ridges on the now buttery steel, there was only one thing left to do, which was to create the point on the bottom
You buttered your steel. Okay.
of the Beyblade.
So I have no idea how this works. So you could just be making stuff up and I'm just going to believe you. Watch
Hey,
this
so-
fly
I don't
off.
know how it works either.
And the spinning top men recommended a round point if you want the spinner to move around a lot, which I do. So
Actually, it was saying you wanted a sharp point in order to make it in order to let it move around a lot more. Oh, okay, makes sense, makes sense.
Jilly just
Never
tapered
mind.
the end.
I actually myself into an actually. There, yeah, fair enough.
And we're done. And it's beautiful and even balances on the point, which gives me hope about the distribution of weight being correct.
Uh-huh.
Accident as well. How is it standing?
You know what?
How is it
W. It worked out. Okay, we're good.
doing that? Are you tricking me?
It's just spinning that fast and we can't even tell.
It's just matching up with the frame rate of our eyes.
Apparently.
Now, I really should have made all these parts thread together, but you need to remember that I don't know what I'm doing at all, so instead I'm just going to have to weld them. And because the rest of the metal is shiny, I figured I also need to clean the rust off the blade to match, but only on the side you'll see. And this is a big problem with cleaning things. You just discover more problems. So, after welding up the crack, I decided I was definitely not going to clean the other side. And then I figured I would...
Yeah, hairline fractures and blades are a dangerous thing. Because here's the thing. Once that thing starts spinning and all that, those hairline fractures become real big, like, weak points. And then the blade can just go... And now it's everywhere. Especially at higher RPMs and all that. I don't think the Beyblade's going to be spinning at an RPM that's going to matter too much for it, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine, but like, still not a good thing to see. Not a good thing to see.
Never have to take it apart again, so I just welded all the parts together using my strongest welding rods, while trying to keep the whole Beyblade level. And this thing is now hilariously heavy. It weighs 22 kilos, or for
Oh, that's
my
a
American
number.
viewers, 22 kilos, but in pounds.
That's basically 50 pounds, by the way.
Now I just need to find a way to spin it, and I don't want to break my lawnmower. So I'm going to check out the abandoned house down the road, which I'm planning to let the Beyblade loose in, and see if I can find anything useful there.
The abandoned house down the road? Oh no.
And amazingly, the property was filled with all kinds of different lawnmowers, some electric ones, some petrol ones, and even a shy one.
Aw,
And I also discovered something I wasn't expecting to find in a nice middle-class suburban area like my own.
What? No.
Pots. Lots and lots of pots, which...
Oh, keep Link away from this room. But unfortunately, I think we found somebody worse than Link. Oh no.
I reckon we used to grow pot.
You know what I like? I like it that it looks like someone else has already used a massive Beyblade in here and just cut off all the plants.
Yeah.
For you. Does it smell like it?
I wouldn't know. I got no idea. It's never. No,
Maybe it's all parsley. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's all parsley. All parsley, bay leaves, you know, some basil, some parsnips, and maybe a couple onions and potatoes. Yeah.
And it looks as though no one had been here for a while, and they don't really need all these lawnmowers. So I snagged one and took it home. And I don't know why I thought the lawnmower from the abandoned grow house would work, but it didn't. So I'm
Really? It didn't work?
going to have to take it apart and give it a scrub. After taking it apart, I'm very disappointed in the local dealers. Not only did they get caught and lose their stash, but they also have no respect for lawnmowers and have definitely not done the recommended engine oil change every 6 months. So I decided I needed to take the carburetor and air filter off and give it all a good clean. And some of you have been asking for more restoration videos, as you kind of liked how relaxing and ASMR-y it was. So here's another, just for you.
What is this guy's background? Like, I would not know even where to begin to start pulling apart a lawnmower engine in order to clean it. What is your background?
You guys, how to restore your local drug dealer's lawnmower. First, just take apart the carburetor and clean away the thick THC oil that is built up and dried in the bottom of the carburetor belt. And then take out this small metal piece at the bottom and clean out the holes with a pin until it is clear enough that a stoner, no matter how strong their lungs, could use it as a cone piece if they wanted to. Then chuck out the old clogged air filter and replace it with a drug-free one. And then I just repaired the crack in the fuel tank and put it all back together. And now hopefully it'll work.
Let's go!
And it kinda works. It almost sounds like it's having an asthma attack, but that's pretty
Probably.
fitting considering where it came from. Now I'm going to try and attach a long shaft and tire to the engine of the lawnmower. And to do so, I need to remove the lawnmower blade. And I was planning to use this heavy piece of offcut.
By the way, the reason why that pipe was there, it was kind of like a safety device. If the thing accidentally like had a little spark of life and decided to start spinning again, that bar would be there in order to prevent the blade from actually starting to spin and cutting his arm off.
I got for cheap as the new extended shaft, but it's a little too heavy. So instead, I'm
Holy
going to use
shit.
this steel pipe. And I am wanting to use this saw blade to cut it, but it says it's only rated for aluminium, so I just made a quick adjustment to the pipe, and
Oh, there you go. That works.
now it works. And now I need a frame to
By the way, that makes friction, which makes heat. Hot bar.
attach the lawnmower and everything else too. So I also borrowed this bench from the grow house. And in order to keep the lawnmower shaft from
That's a very new looking bench. That's a very new looking bench.
wobbling, I'm using some of these bearing pillow blocks. And don't make the same mistake I did.
To be fair, I have seen these things that are like 5, 10, 15 years old, and they kind of look the same as this. It really depends on how well they're taken care of. And like if you're putting them in the right spot, like in the right place to, you know, stay away from like the elements and that sort of thing. So maybe it was in an area that was keeping it safe from the elements. So maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Name is very misleading and they are not a comfortable substitute at all. And now I've gotten far enough that I reckon I can give it a slow, full-scale test just to see if I'm kind of on the right track. So I just cut up some of my mate's climbing rope, sorry Matt, and tied it around and gave it a big pull.
You are not going to want to run in there, period, to pull that pin. Oh my god, what are you doing?
And after doing the same thing maybe 3 more times hoping I would get a different result, I realized there were a lot of things going wrong here. Mainly that I had once again ignored the first commandment and for some reason made this thing really top heavy. And it's not going to work
Yeah. And also the blade's a little bit too high up, I believe.
at all. In the past 2 weeks of running around gathering materials, spending patron money, and all the lathe singing was just a waste of time, all to make a very small, extremely heavy, expensive, pathetic dumbbell.
Dumbbell. Yoink.
And this spins so
God damn it.
much better than my big, heavy, stupid Beyblade. So I reckon if I make it again, but this time reduce the weight and have it on a thinner pole, I should be able to balance it nicely. And to do that, I'm just going to use
that's got a
this
good spin.
novelty cartoon-sized bolt, and then we'll once again get help from my mate that knows what he's doing and ask him to taper off the end.
Your baggy shirt's so close to that.
Safety first.
And the new plan for the lawnmower is for it to no longer make contact
I don't like the wobble that thing has.
with the Beyblade via a tire, but for it to spin in a more traditional Beyblade style and to pull a ripcord from the blade, speeding it up. And to do
So basically what you're saying, everything that's happened in the last, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of this video did not matter. I guess it's kind of like the process, right? It's the process of the whole thing.
do that, I need to attach this wheel hub to the lawnmower. And a good machinist would just reduce a solid piece of round bar to this thread size and just screw it in. But my solution is to get this bolt, which goes inside this bolt, and that bolt goes inside this nut, and then that nut goes inside this pipe, and that pipe fits in the center of this bearing, which will hold it in place.
It worked. If it works, it works. It doesn't matter how silly it is.
So I just welded it all together and just screwed the hub into the lawnmower, which is firmly bolted to the bench. And for the wire to unwind from the Beyblade, I'm going to need it to be held in a solid position. And I did speak to Maker's Muse, a pretty smart guy, who sketched up some CAD models of a fancy clamp I could make, which did look quite a bit more impressive than my paint sketch. But I decided to go against his advice and just bought a pair of vice grips and just welded them onto a pipe. Which is a little bit awkward in this position because if the Beyblade starts to wobble and angles up, it can hit the pipe and destroy the whole thing.
I hate that he's in the same room as this thing, period, right now. Like, I know this is test and it's not spinning fast enough for it to do anything, but, like, it's still spinning fast enough to take out a leg. I'm sorry to say, it is.
And after testing, even though I thought this blade would be better balanced, it still won't really stay upright. But I think I know the problem, which is once again the first commandment. This extra bit of weight on top. So I cut the top of the bolt off and tried spinning it just by itself. And you can see it now spins much better.
He's got a little bit of a wibble wobble, but yeah, no, it's working.
Also, instead of having the clamp coming from the side, I
This guy's gonna give me a heart attack. What are you doing?
can have it coming from above, like those crappy vending claw machines. And this will be good, as it means the Beyblade will be dropping away from the clamping device, reducing its chance of destroying it. And after welding the clamp at a new angle and giving the Beyblade a spin,
Please don't fall on me. Ooh, so it wobbles.
I reckon this is going to work. And because I want to spend as little time as possible in the drug house, I've constructed this easy to set up IKEA style clamping rig.
Core blade.
The core blade. And to help me set up and move everything, I've gotten help from someone with a very particular skill. This guy, whose fingerprints are very distinct and different to my own.
Do you have any gloves for me?
No, I could only find one pair of them. You'll be all right though. Just I reckon, do it without. Do it without. Yeah, let's start.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go.
So we spent the next hour or so cleaning up the room and pulling apart the ceiling to fit the Beyblade in place. And seeing it finally here.
I don't know 100%, but I'm almost guaranteeing they actually do own this little house in some way, shape, or form, or they've gotten like full permission to use. So they're not just like going into some random abandoned house, tearing it up, and setting this thing off. They actually have like some sort of actual agreement with the owners and know what's going on. It's just a bit. I'm coping.
Suspended from the ceiling with the wire and lawnmower is a pretty amazing feeling.
Is this Half-Life?
It's amazing.
But the room was still missing stuff for it to smash. So we searched the rest
You test it first. Test it first without the random crap in the room. Make sure it's going to work first, please.
to the house for stuff to furnish the room with.
What are these drug dealer numbers?
They're in a little drug code.
Do you reckon you can decipher it?
I don't know. 420.
Hey.
Oh, a Chinese flag.
Instantly zone in on the drug number.
Oh, it's Chinese flag.
Yeah.
Ah. They got wire. I didn't have to buy it. What if they show up where you just say, "Oh, George told us to take the plants out."
I'm not putting George into this. Leave him out.
They're definitely Chinese men. They've got a nice teapot.
You told this from the teapot and not the giant Chinese one.
Yeah, exactly.
Your deduction skills that are made.
Oh, it's terrifying. Do you have a torch? Show me the
I've got my
torch.
little...
Oh, look at all these melted wires.
Man.
Wait, there's your problem. You see that on camera?
Holy crap! What happened here? Did Ridley Scott's aliens come through here? What the hell?
Yeah.
It looks like something out of Alien.
I promise I did not pre-watch this bit.
How did they decide which
So that-
one that gets the big master bed over here? The big plants. See, this is the problem with drug dealers.
Fire safety regulations. If this was all legal, they would never have these kinds of fires.
True?
You're gonna steal the drug dealers' chippies. Oh, there's chippies here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, let's eat some chippies.
Wait, or eat the drug dealers' chippies. Who wire ties their chippies? There's going to be something bad in here.
It's funny that he did a better job securing his chips than he did wiring the whole house.
There must have been like a fire or something come through here, because this place looks like it's been through a fire. I also hope you're wearing fucking shoes finally.
I cannot open these chippies, man.
I mean, no. Actually, that's a good point. Wait, actually, I think I'm about to eat my words. Yeah, he's wearing shoes. He's wearing shoes. I was about to say, I was kind of noticing that while they're running around through this house, they conveniently haven't shown his feet at all. But then they accidentally showed his feeties.
Oh, perfectly good chippies.
Can I have one?
Don't.
Oh, they're gross.
They're pretty soggy.
They're stale.
Yeah.
And now that the set
Yeah, they've probably been sitting for a very long period of time. You know what? I can't even give them shit. I'd probably have done the same thing in their situation. I'm not even going to lie.
up finally looks like every Chinese family's dining room, it's time for a proper test.
What are your bets on what's going to happen? Or what do you think's going to happen?
I think as this spins, there's going to be a point where this gets too loose and he gets caught in there and just like rips everything in that way or rips everything through there.
You know what? That is a very good thought process to have, I think. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's very fair.
Maybe it both happens at the same time. Maybe the lawnmower gets caught up and this gets caught up and they just rip each other towards each other.
Every shot did this weird
I'm so good at water.
How are you feeling?
Terrified, my heart's racing, okay?
Good. Because everything that you're doing right now is stupid.
Let it rip.
And he's running for the hills. Run, buddy. Run. Oh. Take out.
Now that was the scenario I was imagining in my head, and unfortunately it didn't happen. As soon as I got the lawnmower started, what really happened was it just ripped the cord.
The cable just ripped. Far
Oh. Okay, let it rip.
out.
Well, what can we do?
Well, we've got the stronger cable that the dealers left here, so we could use that.
We use that. It smells like something's burning though.
Smells
Like-
dirty.
I guess it's just what lawnmowers smell like indoors.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Jesus.
So we
Yeah.
tried
There we
again with no slack, but that meant the tension on the engine meant that the mower wouldn't start.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, it doesn't.
We also tried using the dealer's thicker wire, but had the same problem.
One.
Oh, that sounded horrifying.
What I really need is a lawnmower motor with a clutch so I can start winding slowly and then increase the speed. And I probably could make my own dodgy clutch, but I might do that in part 2, as we have already spent way too much time in this grow house, as it is. So subscribe if you want to see that. But we still want to see how much damage it would cause if I just pulled the Beyblade the traditional way by hand.
I'll move back a bit though.
Okay, first test
Yep.
and pull. Ready?
Faster, 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 faster.
You're gonna go too
Go,
fast
go,
for
go,
yourself.
go, 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 go,
You're a
go.
machine.
Go, 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 go. Who needs a lawnmower when you're a beast?
Go, pull.
Put a mister on him, he's a beast.
No, it's not.
Oh, because the broom's stopping it.
Oh,
It's floor.
Oh, it's good. No. I mean,
now you just have to let that thing spin. You're not going in there, right? You're not going in there to stop that. You just let it do its thing. Come back in an hour.
you made a very well balanced thing. Let's get out of the way, I think.
I want to see.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna spin forever. Should I chuck something into it?
Oh, we need to bring the rock melons out here next time.
I'm gonna chuck a pot into it. Whoa!
And I was impressed because I thought the pot bounced off the Beyblade and smashed the chair and teapot. But after looking at the high speed, I think I just threw the pot into the chair.
Yeah, I think you did too. Oh no.
So we decided to try again, but this time with some more exciting stuff for it to smash.
Did somebody order a light bulb?
Hey,
Oh, that's gonna be awful to clean up. That's gonna be awful. Oh no.
beautiful.
Go, 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 go. Got the can.
Oh, so noisy.
It's a little. Oh, they're just kind of bouncing off of it. That's funny. Oh, there we go. There we go.
And now some patrons as targets.
Roll a melon into it.
Yeah, which one?
This is Nug Nug the Nugget.
Okay, fair enough. Bye, Nug Nug. Oh my god.
See what's happened to the melon.
Split. Jesus.
It's beautiful.
And then in a final attempt to get the Beyblade to
Looks like me.
fly through a wall and kill one of us, I put something directly beneath it to throw it off balance.
So uneven already. Pull.
There we go. Oh no. Oh Jesus. I'm coming for you, boy.
Film some of this chair leg damage. I mean, it's not super impressive, but
Yeah, look, if you wanted to saw a chair in half, you could probably
I reckon you could do it.
choose a better way.
Yeah.
And the damage this thing caused definitely was not worth a month's work. And the best thing about this whole build was definitely the fact it resembled a Beyblade enough for even this little idiot to recognize.
It's a little idiot to recognize.
Yes! Did we make a Beyblade? High five.
Buddy, it's been 5 years. If this little one sees that video, they're going to be like, "Hey, that's mean."
But besides that, I kind of trashed the dealer's house for nothing.
Oh, this is so dumb.
And hopefully the
Yeah.
kingpin
Okay, I don't know what you were kind of expecting to see from that. Granted, you were probably doing that in order to try to stop it now that I think about it.
that owns the house isn't watching right now. But if you are, boy, do I have the product for you. Are you sick of obnoxious YouTubers breaking into your house and spitting giant Beyblades everywhere? Well, this whole situation could have easily been avoided if you guys just had today's sponsor, Simply Safe. Simply Safe is a security system
Oh my god, that is fantastic. That is a perfect segue to this little ad read.
with 24/7 monitoring for only 50 cents a day. Simply Safe will contact the
bad.
police if they see any suspicious behavior.
This is kind of suspicious looking. I don't know about this one, guy.
Feel this? It would have never happened, as I would have been arrested hours ago. And there are all kinds of
Yeah.
security features you get to choose from. You've got door alarms, windows alarms, water sensors, and most importantly, smoke alarms. How does it work? Well, you've got this base station, and then you put your other sensors around within a 400-foot range, which is such a big range it will probably reach all of the other grow houses in the area, all to keep you and your house and property safe. And the best part, it's so easy to set up, you can do it yourself in under an hour. Look, I'm doing it right now. Thanks to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. Please go visit them at simplysafe.com/iditathing to get 30
Yeah, this video is 5 years ago. Don't know if that sponsorship is still going on, but either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was absolutely hilarious. Let me know if you want me to watch the second part about this. I probably will anyway, but you know what? Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Wah! Hey, did you enjoy that? Was it funny? Well, come and check it out live over on twitch.tv/freeform_art. Make sure you put the _art. We have lots of fun there. We enjoy ourselves, and we want to see you over there. So come on and hang out. See you in a bit.